system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we pull the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson looking to throw right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now a first down throw, Fields. He completes it right side to White. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 31, Fields. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 43 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They will run for the first time here with White. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Touchdown! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 39, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bucs 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to White on the option. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 9, Fields. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the
touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Down left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Fields winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 63 yards. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 17-14.
Buccaneers 17, Panthers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Fields. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson now. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A 3rd down. Strong gain of 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, it's Fields. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Read option, this is White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. One play action, Fields. Open man has got one, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, this is White, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. To the air again, Fields. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
First down, here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They give to White on the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Buccaneers 33, Panthers 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers make over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now it's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action with Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Panthers 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. 20. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They keep it on the ground. White again. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going right side is White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a toss right side with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.